We the BLOK kids, we rock dreads, check us on YouTube. We so sweet, just us three, just watch how we do. We BLOK kids, we rock dreads, check us on YouTube. We so sweet, just us three, just watch how we do.
Hey guys, I'm from BLOK KIDZ TV, and I'm Karen, and today I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be cooking roast for Thanksgiving. So like that, brother's just not here because, right, first of all, I'm here. Second of all, she's wrong. And third of all, I'm here with a video and I made a roast too. So yeah, it's love. It's not really. But anyway, yeah, not really. So let's just get to it. So here's the onions, and we use white onions, not
yellow onions.
Yellow onions.
They are yellow onions.
Well, we use yellow onions anyway. So, so my mom is gonna be cutting up some garlic, and just as you know, I'm the cameraman, basically, or the camera girl. Man, huh? What? Huh? I can't hear you. I'm a granny. Okay. She is not comedy. She is not funny. She is not nothing. Virtually. She's the light-skinned tan girl, and I'm the brown-skinned girl. So we have our roast. We have our roast, we have our garlic, we have our mushrooms and onions, and we have potatoes and carrots. Garlic powder, salt, ground black pepper, and onion powder. Yuck. I hate onions. Well, because I don't taste it. Just keep cooking. We already put butter and oil in the pan, so now we're going to put the mushrooms, onions, and garlic in there. So let's go. All of it together.
Be careful. Give me that. You can sprinkle it all over.
Like this?
Yep. Or you can just sprinkle it with your hand.
Yummy.
Want some black pepper. There you go. And then stir it.
Always use a parent to help you. Or watch you. Stuff like that. Okay? Unless you're like me and you know how to cook.
Okay. So that's good. So that's good. They're sauteed enough because they're gonna get cooked down even more.
By itself.
Okay. Okay.
Now I'm gonna put more oil and butter.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear the roast.
Yeah, I don't know.
We like sear is kind of like fried on both sides a little bit. So it gets like a little bit of crust on it. And what we like to do is, I like to cook in a cast iron skillet. I don't know why. That's how I was raised. And that's just how I like to cook. So our roast is pretty much seared on both sides. And what we're gonna do at this point is we're gonna put it in the crock pot. So I layer it in the crock pot. I put some of the onion, mushroom, garlic mixture in the bottom, but I also put some potatoes and some carrots in the bottom because I like to have it everywhere. So what I do is I put it on top of the mixtures, and then I'm going to place the rest of it on top. So I went ahead and put that on top, put the rest on top, and so now that that's up there, I'm going to add in about, I don't really know the measurements on the water because I kind of eyeball all of my cooking. It's not like I really know, I don't really know measurements like that because that's how I cook. I kind of cook to my taste and what I like and what my family likes. So I'm just going to fill the pot up about 3/4 of the way. And then I am going to put some soy sauce in here. So that's why I said hopefully they didn't put a whole bunch of salt because I really didn't get to see that part. But I'm going to put some soy sauce in there for flavoring. And then it's in the crock pot for the rest of the night. And we'll see what it looks like in the morning.
Yeah.
So I added the water, as you can see. Maybe it's a little bit more than 3/4 of the way, but that is all in there. And I added some soy sauce. I didn't put too much in there because I didn't want it to be like extra salty. I'll taste it towards the end and see what happened. In other cases, which you can also do if you want to add it to be a kicker, you can use some kind of stock, like, you know, the Swanson, you know, beef stock, or, you know, whatever you want, vegetable stock, just to give it a little more flavor. But I already have so many components that's going to be like so flavorful already that I just use water.
Yummy in my tummy.
So, you know, there's different options. And if you don't care for all of these things, you don't have to put them in there. You could do potatoes and onions and carrots, or, you know, whatever you like. I personally don't like carrots, but the flavors that it adds to it is good enough for me. And once the gravy starts going and all that, it works. But yeah, it's really what you like, what you want to put in it. But this is like, I guess, your typical roast, you know. But my mom is really known for her roast, and I kind of got my cooking skills from her as far as in that department. So I really, you know, this is something that I perfected. One of the many meals I perfected and can cook with my eyes closed. So yeah. But we'll, like I said, we'll check back on this in the morning. See what it's looking like, how tender it is, and that'll pretty much be on Thanksgiving. So yeah, we'll check back to that. We're gonna move on now to another dish that we're making.
Grab your geek now and start saving. Please tell me not. Yours or the saving. Please tell me not to turn off.
Dark man bells. I don't know how to do this. Okay, ow. So now I'm making candy yams, and my mom made them into some circles and some half circles.
Yeah, so basically I basically scanned them because they originally looked like what's in this bag right here. You want to show them?
Yes.
I mean, this bug.
So here's what they look like, and now they look after.
And mine look kind of dusty because my mother actually purchased them for me from a farmer who actually grew his own stuff and sold them off the back of his truck. So I had to wash them, slice them, skin them to get them to this point.
So now we're going to put the sweet potatoes in the pan and put the mixtures in there. So,
Okay, so now we're moving on to making the mixture that's going to go over top of the candy yams, or over top the yams. And so what you do is you put your stove on like medium high heat, and or medium to high, whatever you feel comfortable cooking with. I know that I cook a lot of stuff at the same temperature, unless I'm trying to, like, you know, sear something. It calls for a stick of butter, but I like to use country crop. It's like a little family tradition. That's what my mom cooks with. That's what I cook with. And I just pretty much like eyeball how much I want to put in there. I don't really pay it any mind. I just throw that up and down, you know what I'm saying? We're going to show you what we have set aside to what we're about to put in there.
So we have some light brown sugar and some white sugar.
So I put about like 2.5 cups of white, and then I put like maybe like a 3/4 of a cup of brown white sugar. You can use maple if you want to use that instead, but I'm a brown sugar girl. That's what I use.
And next we have some clove, ground clove, some ground cinnamon, some salt.
Yeah, so what we put in here is we put clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, and some salt. You don't need a whole bunch, you know, just enough to, you know, flavor everything, and then you flavor as you go. So if you need more of something and maybe you don't taste the cinnamon enough, you put some more, but this is majority of this is cinnamon. I just have a little nutmeg in there to give it a nutty taste, and I like the clove taste that it gives. Yeah, and I put a little salt just for seasoning to wake up everything.
So now the butter is melting. Almost. Pretty much.
Okay, so now we have our yams.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, yams, whatever you want to call them. We got our mixture all together.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our mixture over top of
the yams or the sweet potatoes.
Excuse me. And I'm going to handle this because the pot is
Very
hot.
hot.
And what you want to do, you want to pour it over everything. And I'm hoping I made enough for both pans. And I believe I did. And the reason I'm making it in like 2 pans like this is because I want it to be able to fit in my refrigerator, whatever is left over. So we preset the oven to like 350.
Yes. And we're just gonna set these in the oven.
We're gonna cover them with foil and set them in the oven, and then tomorrow
they're gonna be ready.
I mean, they're gonna be done tonight, but tomorrow after when I warm them back up, because normally most Thanksgiving food, if you know like I know, tastes better the day after the juices sit and everything is sitting and tasting, you know, delicious. So tomorrow what I'll do is I'm gonna put them back in the oven when I warm them up. And I might put marshmallows on one and not the other. I haven't really decided, but yeah. We're going to go from there after that.
Now the start one on macaroni and cheese. Who doesn't love macaroni?
We all love macaroni, of course.
We make the circle ones that kind of like...
They're called elbow macaroni.
Elbow macaroni. We make the moon macaroni, but go like this.
Yeah, elbow macaroni. So we're kind of going to get started with it. I've already got a pot of water on the stove, boiling away. We've already got a pan greased. Of course it's aluminum because I'm not about to be washing dishes after Thanksgiving. But butter aluminum foil and So we're gonna get started on that. I'm gonna show you my technique of how I like to do it. My mom kind of does it one way, but I do my stove top, which I make for weekdays, which is very quick. And because I used to like Velveeta and all that, but for some reason I stopped liking it, you know. So I'm going to kind of incorporate both of our styles so it can come out like a nice creamy baked macaroni. So we'll see how it goes. I haven't tried it this way before, but I'm praying that it comes out good, because normally it's pretty whatever. It's normally it's a good macaroni. My stovetop is like that they eat on the weekends.
All of our macaroni is so good. I eat all day.
Yeah. So now we're gonna add a little bit of macaroni noodles, the elbow kind. I mean, you can use whichever kind you like, but this is just, you know, traditional macaroni. So spread it around in a circle. There we go. And keep going. So we put this whole box in there, and I think I'm going to add a little bit of the other box that I have, just so we can have just enough macaroni, because
A lot of people love it.
it's not going to be a lot of people, but the people that are coming are hungry folk, and I want to make sure that I have a little bit left over for that leftover macaroni, that leftover plate. I gotta have macaroni on my plate. Be careful, please.
Rarity, my little patty. I need to go get Rarity.
So we're going to stir it up just a little bit. Now you can add a little bit of oil in it if you don't want them to stick together. I don't really care about any of that. I mean, okay, so we have our noodles boiling. They're almost done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put some, we're going to make a roux, which is basically butter and flour, which is like a thickener. I mean, it helps thicken. Excuse me, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It helps thicken everything. So we have some here. We have some smoked cheddar, and we have some New York cheddar cheese.
The smoked cheddar tastes so good.
Yeah, it kind of gives it like a bacon taste to it, without having to put bacon in it.
So if y'all like that kind of cheese, just buy it all the time. That's so good.
So we're going to. We have some flour and some butter. We got that good old country crock. So what we're going to do is add some of that. Get your eye on like medium heat. It kind of depends on how much you want and how much cheese you're going to be adding. Like I said, I eyeball everything. I don't know how many times I've got to tell y'all this. So I'm just going to do that much butter. And then I'm going to add, I probably didn't even need that much technically, but it doesn't matter.
Tell me if you like My Little Pony.
That little pony, she keeps in my kitchen for good luck, just so we don't burn the house down.
And she
sits on the counter next to some nice decorative, and she keeps me cooking. And she perks up my day when I come home from work, and you know, that's what she does. I don't even know her name. What's her name?
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
I'm not sure.
She stays on my counter. She looks out for me in the kitchen. Make sure I don't burn nothing down. Make sure the kids don't burn nothing down. She's like our little guardian kitchen angel, you want to say. Boom.
Yeah.
Now, oh, you can go ahead.
So now the butter is mixed and
it's melted. So now we're going to whisk in a little bit of flour just to make it thick, a little bit at a time. I spoon it in, whisk it around. And what Miss Bug is actually going to do while I'm doing this is she's going to open my cans of evaporated milk for me. So that can, oh, well, Miss, actually I forgot, she's not helping with this recipe. But Miss, Akira will be helping. And it's actually not that hard. I'm gonna throw some flour in there. And I think that should be quite enough to mix up with the butter. I mean, I don't know how nobody else does their roux. This is how I do mine. You know, don't hate. It is what it is. Okay, so that is my butter and my flour, which made a roux. So now I'm going to pour in my canned milk. And I use like a lot of non-name brand stuff, except for when it comes to like cheese and stuff. When it comes to like cheese and stuff like that, as you can see, it's already thickening up. And we kind of want to make sure we kind of get those clumps out of there. As you can see, it's clumping up. So what I did was, you notice over here, I drained my noodles, but it is a little starch at the bottom. You may cannot see it, but it is. So what I'm going to do at this point, let me clear everything out, make room, and I'm going to pour my cheese sauce into my noodles. And as you can see, they're kind of stuck together a little bit.
Hot.
Yeah, they're hot. They're kind of stuck together a little bit.
That's okay.
Like I said, if you don't, you can put oil in it. I don't really care about that. I'll pour my cheese sauce in there. This pan is very heavy, so, but this is my favoriteest pan to cook with.
My favorite food out of my mom cooks is green beans, barbecue chicken with macaroni. It's the best food. Is that right, Mom?
That's your best food. Sure.
My favorite.
It's your opinion.
I love green beans. I love barbecue chicken.
I try to get as much of that as I can in there. Doesn't really matter because we're going to be adding way more cheese in that. So I'm going to kind of like mix that in.
Ooh, way more cheese.
See, this is normally how I do my stovetop macaroni. And it just comes out kind of like Velveeta, but better. Like, because you get to choose what cheeses you want, and it's not like a cheese alternative, it's real cheese or whatever, you know. So this is all mixed up and good, and it's covered, which I'm actually glad I made the right amount. It's all covered and nice and tasty. You can actually taste it at this point if you want to see what it tastes like. It's delicious.
What's it?
Bye. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a cup of some whole milk, a cup and a half of whole milk. I mean, you can do it really based on, I might have to make more, but you can do it based on how much macaroni you're using. But being that I cut everything like kind of in half into small pans, I should still be able to come out with the same outcome.
Can I pour it?
I'm going to let you crack the eggs.
Okay.
So you got that. But what we're going to do, we're going to add some Colby cheese. And we're going to add some cheddar cheese. So that's where the 4 cheeses come into. We have, so far, we have smoked cheddar cheese. And then we have the New York cheddar cheese. Then we have some Colby Jack cheese. And we have some sharp cheddar cheese. So hopefully we come out with a good... Okay, so I added the cheese on top. It's cheese all throughout. This will be an experiment. We're going to see how this works out. I might maybe need to make a little bit of more mixture. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all going to work out regardless. We're going to foil it up. Put some on the top. And go from there. Put it in the oven. And we'll see what it comes out like.
It's the longest video ever.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make my sweet potato pie. So as you can see, my daughter kind of stabbed into some sweet potatoes that I boiled. You can boil them, you can bake them, whatever way makes them softer, do that. I melted some butter. It's kind of almost even brown a little bit. I'm going to put a couple of different spices in there along with eggs, some milk, excuse me. But first, we want to make sure that we mix this up. So I have my mixer to make sure that it is completely mixed and you don't get these little stringy pieces. So yeah. Okay, so went ahead and add my secret ingredient. Delicious. Tastes a whole much better. Now we're gonna add the eggs. One for me, one for her. So we're gonna mix it up. What I normally do is I normally make a pie crust. Like last year I made my pie crust from scratch. But being that we're doing it kind of simple this year, I went ahead and just bought some already made pie crust. But you can do it either way. So you want to make sure that it's thick like this. Get the egg in there all mixed up. I wonder if I need another one. think so? Maybe not. No.
Yeah. Well, if we need 3, we're gonna use 3. Okay?
I'm trying to think. I have a lot of it. One more egg. In the refrigerator. So being that I have just so much sweet potato mix, because I use some really big sweet potatoes. I'm going to use one more egg. Just in case. To make sure that it binds very, very well. I have a lot of sweet potato mix here. I might not even use all of this sweet potato mix, to be honest. I only bought 2 pie crusts. Or I might just put it in the refrigerator and
eat it. Eat it.
And buy a pie crust in the morning to make an extra. So then we'll have 3 sweet potato pies, which I'll probably take one to work and give to somebody.
But you could.
So now it's all made
from scratch.
It's all together
From scratch. Not no ordinary. It's from scratch.
Nice and thick still. So now what we're going to do from this point is we're going to try to clean up a little bit. Get my pie crust out here. Get it in the oven. We'll be back. Okay, so we have our 2 frozen Pillsbury pie crusts that we're using. And turn this fan off, sorry. So what we're going to do is going to fill them up. They are deep pie crust, so hopefully I made either enough or I might have made too much. It's okay. If anything, like I said, I'll just go purchase another pie crust. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour it in from here. Yeah, let's hold it. Pour it up. And then we're going to jump to the next one. Pour that one up.
Yeah, I think it's kind of enough, but
So it looks like I made just enough for 2. Don't want to kind of overfill it, but yep. Can't really scrape the sides or anything, but so okay.
so now we have our 2 pies that are ready to be baked. And after that, we're gonna put some fluid on them.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these in the oven. We preheated our oven to like 400 degrees. Oh, 425. So yeah, we're gonna put them in, and
The next video.
that is it. And then I'm just gonna briefly go over with you what I did for my collard greens, because I kind of forgot and went ahead and just made those, so they're already like cooking. Okay guys, just coming to you today to let you see what the end product was of everything. I didn't get to do it individually because today just kind of flew by. It is Thanksgiving and I had to get in the kitchen and make cakes and all types of things for my mom's birthday anyways. But as you can see here, this is pretty much all the things that we cooked last night with a little extra added. So we have the roast right here. We have some collard greens back here. We have the stuffing and some turkey that my mom and my dad made right in here. This is our macaroni and cheese. And then our canned yams and some corn. And I made some rice to go with the roast because everybody doesn't like stuffing. So, you know, that works out.
I'm Akira, and to just show you what we have for a special daily Thanksgiving dinner today. And I want you to like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell button, and notifications.
Yeah, let us know what was your favorite
Food.
what was your favorite dish of Thanksgiving that you really enjoyed. You want to say something, Ms. Bug?
Mine was macaroni and sweet potato and sweet potato pie. Then we have our sweet
And
potato
then we
pie.
had a nice sweet potato pie that I made from scratch as well, which y'all saw that process for it last night. So everything was good. It was delicious. We had a great Thanksgiving. That is a real Thanksgiving plate, stacked and ready to go.
I wish you a happy Turkey Day. God.
Happy Turkey Day. We're about to clean up and get ready to kind of relax because tomorrow we have a lot going on. We have to do a lot.
And
get
we
up
have to
early.
wake up early and go with our grandma.
We gotta wake up like 5 or 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
What
so.
where I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah, so we're going to let you guys go. I want to say thank you for tuning in and watching us cook with Mommy. Thank you guys. That was fun. Yes.
Now,
Cheers.
Hey, BLOK kids, BLOK kids, BLOK kids. BLOK kids.